Miscellaneous Smaller Signed Bits, Folder 1, Part 2. Ahoy everybody, and welcome to part 2 of a look at this folder of miscellaneous signed photos and other bits that sort of fit into this book. Watch part 1 for all the waffle. I'm just going to carry straight on. So next up we have this, To Martin Love Always Alicia Dixon. I wrote to her, I sent I think 1 or 2 photos. She sent back 5, all with different inscriptions and messages on them. This was pre-Britain's Got Talent, post Strictly. I'm a big fan of hers. This was through the mail as well. This is Kate I was going to say Tun, it's Ashfield, isn't it, I think? Yeah, this is Kate Ashfield, probably best known for being the female lead in Shaun of the Dead. I wrote to her, sent her a photo, and again, she sent that back signed with this photo. Where she's written, To Martin, thank you for your kind letter. Sorry this has taken me so long. All the best, Kate Ashfield. It's Claudia Winkleman. I wrote to her, sent a photo to be signed. That was returned unsigned with this pre-signed photo. By pre-signed, I mean she obviously just signs a batch of them for them to send out, not that it's a preprint. This is Tim Minchin. This was... I'm trying to remember what I ordered. It was if you ordered one of his releases through his website, you got a signed postcard with it, and I can't for the life of me remember which release it was. I'm pretty certain it was a DVD, but of which show I'm not certain. Or it might have been a Blu-ray, but as opposed to a CD or a book. Yeah, big fan of Tim. Saw him live in 2019 and he was amazing. We have Matt Smith. This, I wrote to him, as you can tell by the promo shot, is an early one. I wrote to him just after he was announced as a doctor. Got this one back. I believe he signed it. I think, if I recall correctly, it was his parents who dealt with his mail at that time. So one of his family obviously wrote the To Martin bit. This is Laura Aikman. As you can see, 2 from her, which is quite funny. I wrote to her. I'm a big fan of her. I think she's an amazing actress. But the only thing I hadn't seen her in was Casualty. So I wrote to her, sent a photo. That was returned unsigned with these 2 Casualty cards. One saying lots of love, the other saying all the best. Presumably her agents just stuck a couple in and returned them rather than get her to sign my bits. But nice to have. This is Joanne Froggatt. In part 1, I was checking a previous Joanne Froggatt to see whether it was this one. That one. I was lucky, but I went straight to it. So I wrote to Joanne. She signed 2 or 3 10x8s for me, and then she also enclosed this with a little note on the back. Thank you for your letter. Sorry for the late reply. A lot of my mail was lost when I moved house. It's always nice when they take the time. Okay, this is a postcard advertising Among Ghosts, which is a book by Amber Benson, who played Tara in Buffy. Basically, all you had to do was retweet a tweet of hers and then send her your address, and she sent you a postcard. So even all the way from the US, she was happy to send it over here. Little quote from the book and a little plug for it, and then a signature at the bottom. She has a very poor signature, much she's a lovely lady. This was a Christmas present. My mum bought me a couple of autographs. This is one of them, Russ Abbott. It's dedicated to Anna Be Happy, but that just adds to the authenticity. This is a postcard for Melanie C's album The Sea. I pre-ordered it through our website and it came with a signed postcard. This was also a gift from my mother. You'll see a few of these as we go on. This is a Olympics coin. This is a 50p one. They're all 50p's, weren't they? This is for athletics. And this was signed by Dame Kelly Holmes with a little running stick man, as seen in part 1. And this is number 368 of 500. And these were on sale through the official London 2012 website. She also got me an athletics one signed by... this one is Sebastian Coe, or Lord Coe. And this is 386 of 500. And this is Daley Thompson. And this is number 428 of 500. And then she also got me the rowing one, signed by Sir Steve Redgrave. And that's number 470 of 500. London Film and Comic Con. I think it was the last one at Earl's. No, it wasn't. I don't think it was not the last one at Earl's Court, the one before that, I think. Whatever year that was. They had a special panel for, well, it must have been 2012. Clue was there. They had a special panel for the new or forthcoming show Hunted, which was created by Frank Spotnitz, who was one of the producers of The X-Files and starred the divine Melissa George, who I'm a huge fan of. And the pair of them were there. They showed a 10-minute sequence, I think it was, from the first show. And then for anybody who attended, it was ticket. You didn't have to pay, but it was ticketed. And for anybody who attended the screening, you got to have a quick meeting afterwards and get a promo card signed, which was really nice to get. So yeah, it's signed. The top one is Frank Spotnitz, and the bottom one is Melissa George. Then we have a couple more coins. Well, technically these are medals. Both of these I got signed in person at different times. At Collector Mania, I got Karen Gillan to sign the Amy Pond one. And then at Winter London Comic Con, or whatever it was known at that one, I got Matt Smith to sign his. I've got two more, one of which is signed, and then I've got a Dalek one that I've never got signed. The other signed one you will see at a later date. Okay, this is Leone Villani, my favourite ever Strictly Pro dancer. This was a purchase through her website. I think it was something like a £5, nothing major. But yes, absolutely adore Leone. This was part of a load of signed bits that you're going to see coming up, index cards that I bought on eBay. This is Celia Imrie. We've got Rosemary Treston. I've never been able to find out who she is. If it is the person who I found, they had one credit on IMDb. Possibly they were a stage actress or something. John Scott Martin, who was a Dalek operator in Classic Who. Rita Tushingham. Sophie Ward, the actress. Frances Barber. Brian Pettifer. Janet McTeer. I'm just thinking, I'm sure one of these was double-sided and it's trying to remember which one it was. Johnny Casson, the comedian. Martine McCutcheon. I think I can see it. Frank Finley. Leslie Phillips. This is the double-sided one, I think. Yes. So that is Alan Simpson from Galton and Simpson. And this is Twiggy Lawson. James Caan. Harold Stode, who's a director. He directed a lot of Keeping Up Appearances. Lindsay Duncan. Gwen Taylor. Ronnie Ancona. Ian Hislop. Bernie Clifton. Tony Britton. Julie T. Wallace. Victoria Tennant. Lisa Bonet. That's Elvis Costello. And Edward Wood. Okay, these were eBay purchases. Tim Brooke Taylor and Bill Oddie from the goodies. Julian Clary. And this is Paul Merton. It's a signed photo. He signed it on the back. This is David Howe's Spurs player. This was gift, I suppose you would call it. I used to work with his aunt and she got it for me. This is Jane Middlemiss. I wrote to her. Yeah, I think this was got when I wrote to her. And photo was returned unsigned, and that was in with it, I think. Zoe Ball, this was a purchase, eBay, as was Miranda Richardson. As was Robbie Coltrane. Now, a lot of Robbie Coltrane are pre-prints, but this one looks genuine. Fingers crossed, that is. This is Blur. That's a postcard signed on the back by the whole band. Some more eBays. Favourite eBays as well. Frank Skinner. Cheryl Baker. Oh, still with eBay. David Baddiel. Samantha Janus, now Samantha Womack. June Whitfield, nice little touch. She signed an index card but stuck a photo of herself on it. I'm presuming that's what happened anyway. Sophie Aldred from Doctor Who. These were some of the earliest autographs I bought. Tom Baker, Sylvester McCoy, and Colin Baker. Those four with Sophie I sort of bought all together. It's also eBay. This is Nick Hancock. Again, this is a photo signed on the back. Okay, I reckon if we leave that one here, we'll have one more part for this folder. So previous part is on the playlist, as well future parts. And you can see loads of my collection across the playlist, or if you want a closer look at anything, you can go to my website, which is linked in the description below. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks, bye.